Hey there, everybody. Matt Carter here.
And Jessica Carter from CARTERMATT.com.
This video is your NCIS Season 17, Episode 8, theories, early predictions, and spoilers for an episode entitled Musical Chairs. Because what's more fun than talking about a band member being murdered? Probably a lot of things, actually.
Probably a lot of things, yeah.
This is going to be a weird episode. I have so many questions just going into it, but we'll talk about that, and we'll also discuss where things could be going moving forward for Bishop and Torres after tonight's, I don't want to say explosive, but informative episode, I think, to say the least.
Yeah.
Before we do anything else, though, if you like this video, why not give us a like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. That way, you can also check out the video reaction we did to tonight's new episode, which includes more Alec discussion and also volcanoes and also action figures. Okay. This episode, this is a weird one for me.
Yeah.
Because the foundation for it is apparently the deceased party is going to be a member of one of the most prestigious bands in the entire Navy. Yep. And this is one that performs at diplomatic events all over the world. And, you know, I feel like at least 80% of us, we probably have heard or seen a band like this on television before. You're watching some sort of, like, fireworks spectacular, and they've got like the Navy band performing like Stars and Stripes Forever or something while the fireworks are going off.
I'm from Canada, so this is a little bit more foreign to me. There isn't like marching band. We've talked about this before,
yeah.
You know, in high school or college or anything like that. That's not a thing up there. So I'm starting to learn about it since I've become an American and moved down here. And
yeah.
Of course, when I met you, was the first time I'd ever heard about marching band.
Do they have like a military band in Canada?
I don't know.
Oh yeah, see, I'm learning too here. Okay, yeah, because U.S., we love bands, and we love lots of horns, especially like military bands. They're very heavy on the horns and the percussion, and they're big and triumphant, and so I think that this is like that one of those bands you sort of send over if, say, a president is meeting with a leader in Japan, mm-hmm. or you've got some sort of dignitaries, then it's just sort of showing off the tradition. But mm-hmm. where I'm going with all of this, it doesn't feel to me like a really prestigious Navy band would be in conflict. It doesn't seem like they're going to be off, like, committing, you know, being a part of a war at this point in their career. It just doesn't... Who would kill someone like this?
Yeah, it's very curious.
And why? Why would you kill... These things are the mystery. And I was a part of a marching band in high school. I was a drum major as well. Mm-hmm. You do spend a lot of time with people, so don't get me wrong. You do have these really, really big drums, and occasionally you do want to throw someone into one of those drums just to get them to stop doing whatever it is that they're doing.
Well, and I also assume, but you can correct me if I'm wrong, that everyone would spend an awful lot of time together with the music and learning it and the marching and all that stuff that would come together. So, I mean, maybe it's not about throwing someone into a drum. Maybe there is some sort of other conflict because people are so close, but I don't know.
It is, I guess, a family atmosphere in some ways. Because, I mean, especially if you are traveling all over the world as a part of this band, you're probably spending even more time than I did with my high school marching band, and you're just venturing from place to place to place.
Yeah.
You don't see a lot of your family. Maybe this is sort of a typical sort of crime of passion, or maybe this is, you know, somebody in the band loaned other people money and then they didn't pay up, or like whatever it may be. Maybe it's an internal thing, or maybe there is a Navy band killer on the loose.
Okay.
And, well, they did sort of edit the promo at, like, some sort of, like, larger scheme or something going on here that...
Well, this was definitely one of the cases that... Because normally, let's be honest, NCIS doesn't give you anything when it's like, and upcoming next time, Gibbs is angry, and McGee's doing something on a computer, and Torres is wearing a tight shirt. It's usually something that doesn't give away a lot that you don't already know.
Yeah.
But this particular, like, what's coming up next time, I was just kind of like, what? I don't understand what's coming up because it's so vague.
And then the trombonist gets it.
Yeah, like, it felt like,
Oh, boy, it's
Normally, there's a little more that we can pull from something, but there was a lot less this time.
Yeah, it's difficult, and other than me just trying to do like more band humor, which is I'm sure not what everyone is trying to watch this video for.
Yeah, nobody needs 10 minutes of band humor, not even me.
Yeah, so instead of band humor, let's talk about everything else, because tonight brought us a major step forward with Bishop and Torres. Maybe also a step back in the end if you didn't see our video.
Yeah, we'll link it below.
Yeah, well, the idea of saying you're like a sister to me, never a good sign when it comes to moving the story forward.
Ick. I said this in the other video, I'll say it now too. If some guy said to me, you're like a sister to me, whatever feelings I had for you, they are gone. And I'm not saying that because I want this to be gone, because I actually don't. I like the idea of these two together, and I still feel like it's going to happen. But that is such an icky thing to hear from someone that you have feelings for, that it would just ruin anything that I had for them, because now I would just think you look at me like a family member. And I can't get that out of my head now.
I think Swaggy may have said that about Bailey in an episode of Big Brother before they got together, but that's an entirely different story. But anyway, we're gonna get into this more and talk. Okay, so I think this will probably hang over Bishop and Torres for an episode or two. Not so much that you look like you're a sister to me, but just the...
I don't think it's going to come up again right away. I don't think this is going to bleed into the next episode. Next episode kind of feels like it's just going to be a TV comfort food, kind of get into this story and enjoy it and then get out.
Yeah, I mean, maybe we'll have a couple little surprising tidbits here or there, just because, and tonight's episode leading up to it, they didn't really tease in the promo anything about, Torres' girlfriend or anything like that. We just sort of could assume that based on the fact that there was at least a possible girl in his life that was mentioned. And
yeah, there was. So this wasn't so far out of the realm of like, what just happened? Like, we knew there was a possibility he had a girlfriend, and then there were some promo pictures out there that there was a woman. So not as surprising, but if we went into the next episode where all we know is, band members, trombonists are getting killed, and then all of a sudden Gibbs and Sloan are kissing in the corner, I'm going to be like Phineas's volcano. What is happening?
Man, could you imagine how terrible the promo department would have been? And you're not going to hype up this episode with that? That's the thing to get those eyeballs checking out NCIS. But, I mean, as for what we know coming up is pretty simply this. We have this episode. There's going to be at least one more episode after that.
Yep.
It seems as though there's probably not going to be an episode the first week of December. I mean, I just saw that going into tonight. So, that's not happening. Then you have a couple other episode spots maybe in December. You have December 10th. Maybe there'll be an episode then. But then, on December 17th, Ziva is back.
We are going back to Ziva Town, folks.
We are taking a trip back to Ziva Town for the holiday episode at that point. I don't know how much holiday themed it's going to be for sure, but usually NCIS, they do some sort of Christmas themed episode, so I would be kind of surprised if they didn't.
Yep, and then we have another Ziva episode coming up first week it's back in January.
Yeah.
And just because there hasn't been any more announced doesn't mean there won't be more coming. I feel in my heart that we will see her again. I don't feel like this is the end of the road. That's just my gut, but here we are.
Keep hope alive, everyone.
That's right.
Well, all right. So in terms of as we start to wrap this up, here are some of the big questions I think we have to wonder moving forward.
Yeah.
Is there a Navy band killer on the loose? Is the tuba player also going to get it?
Oh my God.
What is going to happen when it comes to Bishop and Torres? Are they going to move closer to being together? Is the trumpet player going to get it? Okay, I'm done now.
Okay.
Number
you
5.
Are done. Somebody get the hook.
Okay, number 5. Sloan and Gibbs, what's going to be happening there? And then also, are we going to see more of Phineas after we saw him again tonight? Actually, it does seem like we are going to see Phineas. Maybe not next week, but I think the week after that, he will have a role again.
Yeah, and I'm starting to feel like there's going to be a lot more build up to that dad question. So we know that the mother has Phineas now, was with the dad's bad news. Now we've had Phineas, he's connecting with Gibbs. He's drawn a picture of them playing baseball, which is something that you would do as someone that you look at, like a mentor or a brother or a father figure or something like that. I'm putting it out there that I feel like this bad news father is going to show up and Gibbs is going to kick his you-know-what all over down the street.
Is he going to smash something like he did on tonight's
episode?
Yeah,
he's going to smash some magic and be like, get off my lawn and leave this kid alone.
If Gibbs ever says, get off my lawn on any upcoming episode of NCIS, I may need to be resuscitated before I come on to do a video.
It'll be so good, right? It'll be so good.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, let us know what you guys want to see on NCIS Season 17, Episode 8 in the comments below. And if you enjoy this video, give us a like, subscribe, and you can support us further by checking that link in the description to the CARTERMATT store. And we'll see you here next time